Hello you guys, so I'm back with another story time. There are a few announcements that I need to make. If you want to know where I get all of my sunglasses, contacts, nose rings from, it will be listed down below. Make sure you please do check the description box because everything now is in the description box. Some of my old videos, you guys keep asking for the songs and the music. I don't know, most of the music that I get is from SoundCloud, and I'm not gonna go and try to find the music from back then, okay? Make sure you guys follow me on all of my social medias. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Last Sunday I did not post a video, but Sunday I did post a Snapchat video. So sometimes I might post a Snapchat video because I simply don't feel like editing a video. And this story time, it's gonna be the time that I popped my own cherry. If you was under the age of 18, you do not need to be watching this video, okay? But if you guys have not watched my story time of when I got kicked out or when I ran away from home at 17, make sure you go and watch that video. It's linked down below because you will not really understand, you know, what I'm really talking about. I was 16, turning 17. I've always had this feeling. I don't know if it's just me. I heard that it wasn't just me, but I don't know. Like, it's a weird feeling. I always, like, okay, like now that I'm older, I'm a little bit more aware of my body and when I get turned on. When you have that, like, tingling sensation down in your vajayjay or down in your china, when you have that little tingling sensation and it's kind of like you do kegels or something, like you're doing kegels. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you cross your legs together and you squeeze real tight, and then sometimes you can kind of like release. Let me know if any of you ladies know what I'm talking about down below. But I always felt like I was the only one that did that, and I still do it to this day because I ain't got no man, honey. I got to please myself some way. I wasn't the type to be like, okay, I want to go and get my legs open, get pregnant. I was terrified of having sex. My mom's terrified the crap out of me.
You're gonna bleed to death, you're gonna be in pain, you're gonna go crazy.
And when I thought about the definition of crazy, I thought about my mama, and I dang sure wasn't trying to be like her.
You're gonna ache, you're gonna bleed.
And I'm really squeamish, so the thought of blood, it freaks me out. I was in the shower the other day, it's around that time of the month, and you know, I saw Kool-Aid coming down, and I like to panic.
What the heck I bleeding for?
I'm 24 years old, so I still sometimes freak out that it actually is happening. You know, I don't know, am I the only one that feels like that? I was terrified of having sex. Let alone, I didn't want to be considered no hoe. At the age of 16, I was still playing with Barbie dolls. You know, Barbie dolls were my things, especially the Bratz Barbie dolls. I didn't have all the Bratz Barbie dolls, but I did have quite a few. That's how it should be. My mama was very skeptical about me hanging out with boys because she knew how she was, and I understand. My mama tried to put me on birth control at 16. It didn't dang on work, okay? She wasn't supposed to give me no pill. She was not supposed to put me on no birth control because I was just like, I wasn't even thinking about sex. I didn't even know what sex was, to be honest. She had gave me to talk about the birds and the bees, the frogs and the trees, but I didn't really know how it worked. When I was 21 years old, I was terrified to even still have sex. Like, I had sex probably like twice when I was 19, and I didn't have sex for like a whole year and 6 months after that.
Really, nigga?
I got these little urges. We just gonna say it. I got horny, okay? Just wanted to release. Cause I felt so good. I didn't know exactly what it was I was doing. I didn't know exactly that I was having orgasms. I had been having orgasms since I was 10 years old, but I didn't know that's what they were. So I just wanted to release, you know what I'm saying? You know, one of those handle brushes, the brushes that have the grips on it. You know, sometimes you fantasize in your head a little bit about, you know, the boyfriend that you want. I created a whole freaking storyline in my head. I have created the perfect man in my head ever since I was 17. I created this storyline in my head, and my perfect man was named Dre.
Bruh.
My perfect man looked like Lil Fizz. My perfect man still looked like Lil Fizz, okay? I had this little brush. I had this brush, and it was probably like this thick. I got a clean shower cap. The shower cap that you put on your head looked like a bonnet, but it's just plastic. I think it's Vaseline, and I put it on there, you know, kind of lubed it up a little bit. Put a rubber band at the bottom, so you know the shower cap kind of acted like as a condom. I didn't really, nigga. You know, I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I didn't want to hurt myself. The handle of the brush was not perfectly round, so I had to kind of like smooth it out. So I got some tissue and I like wrapped it around it to kind of like smooth it out to make it like circular. You know what I'm saying? I kind of molded it together. Ooh, I was a little crafty hoe. It would kind of hurt when I would do it, you know. It would kind of hurt when I would do it, but I breathed. I felt like I was giving myself a vaginosis. Oh hell no! I was a virgin when it came to actual sexual activity with guys. I was not a virgin when it came to masturbating. I didn't even know I was masturbating. It didn't really get me off or anything like that. It really didn't. It didn't really, like, I couldn't make myself come when it came to that. Nigga? There's nothing wrong with exploring your body as a woman, okay? You can get off without being a hoe. I just wanted something there inside of me.
Bruh.
I sound like a hoe. I really do, but I wasn't. You know, I was just curious and I wanted to feel good. It's been 3 months since I've been intimate with someone, but it's been a whole year since I've had good sex. And we all know who had the good dick. Cheater. It's always the boys that got the good. God dang, oh Jesus, why he couldn't act right? It hurts China to say that because you know, I'm a very passionate woman and I just want to sometimes just get my rocks off, but I can't because I'm not a hoe. You know? Like Shameless Maya says, there's nothing wrong with coconut oil and 2 fingers. Like I said, if you haven't seen I Ran Away at 17, you need to go watch that because a couple of weeks had done went by. And that's when my mom flipped over my mattress and she saw my little handmade dildo. And she was like, what the fuck is this? And I was just like, no. You know, some girls, they don't bleed. Some girls, they do. And I was one of the fortunate ones that didn't bleed. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and like. Don't forget to interact with the polls up there, you guys. Let me know what story times you guys want to see next. And I'll see you guys later. I love you guys. Bye.